So yesterday got all the bales picked up and started unloading some, and we got some rain, only about a tenth of rain, and we had the semi and auger wagon still in the field. Didn't get those dumped, but got those dumped this morning, so all the wheat's done. My dad finished up about 30 minutes before the rain, so worked out good, but didn't get all the straw wagons put away, which not a big deal because half or a tenth of rain's not gonna hurt that stuff too much. So we just leave them sit outside for a little bit, and then the sun will dry them out no problem. So that's that. But my dad, brother, and uncle, they're getting all the straw round bales put away. So it's supposed to rain, I think tomorrow there's a chance. So we're trying to get everything put away before the rain comes again. So hopefully it gets that done. And then we gotta haul some hay to Illinois tomorrow morning. So I gotta get this mower worked on because we go right by the New Holland dealer, so need to pick up some parts. My uncle went to go mow and caught a metal cable from our entranceway to our grain bins. We have a little patch of hay there, and he caught that, and it wrapped around these two, and it totally stripped this one out. So the shaft in there, I'm hoping, is all it messed up. So that's that one's shot. This one is also messed up, and so is this one. This one might not be. I'm hoping that it's not, because if you get these, so all these are, so that one's, you know, every other one's crooked or whatever you want to word it as, and this one is off a little bit, so I'm not sure if that stripped the splines or not also. But what we're gonna do is start on this end, just pull one off at a time, and see what all it did. So I got the shells off of these. I'm gonna pull the two donuts off these, see what's if they stripped the donuts or not, and then we'll just keep pulling them out, see if the shafts are bad, and whatever needs replaced we'll get parts for and get them replaced. So yeah, but now that we know how to tear these apart, these aren't bad at all. All you do is pull off the two big bolts there, pull them out, and then they're each individual. I think they call them modulars. So that's that. We're gonna tear these apart, see what we got, and get parts ordered as needed. So we'll get going here and start tearing this apart. Well, I haven't filmed anything in a few days. Just been doing odds and ends and waiting for parts. But last time I filmed working on the mower and got it tore apart, got the parts ordered, so they're here. But as you can see, we got a lot stuff tore apart here. We wound up starting from one end, just working in, and so from let's see, so the last time this broke, one of these what are them big bolts that hold this whole, I guess, cutter bar together, the one was broke and it kind of twisted, and I believe it's this one that broke the, I think they call this a modular, where the turtle shell sits on and runs your knives and all that. And that one broke, and it broke this shaft. Well, that's a new one. So what we're doing is from here on out, we tore it all apart, and we had four shafts that were twisted, and this very far end one was broke. It snapped the end of it, snapped this right off. You can see it spun the splines there, but that was a very far end one, and then a couple of these were messed up as well. So we just tore it all apart and finding out what all we needed, and we did that. So yeah, but now I just got to clean everything up. That's what this box and all that stuff is. It's all new parts, so got a lot to do here, but it's I think it's around 3:30ish after. It's on a Sunday, so kind of wasn't doing a whole lot, but I gotta get going because we're gonna maybe mow some hay tomorrow. They got, I think, 4 or 5 days no rain, so we're gonna try mowing, and I gotta get this done. We got a little bit of rain anyways, not a whole lot, but it is what it is. We could use some more, but we're gonna mow some hay and try getting some more first cut done. So it's I think July 20th or something like that, so it's really late, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna start going here and kind of cleaning things up and just put one together as I go and just keep moving down as we put everything together and get done. So we'll just see what we can get done tonight. So I'm about half done with installing these modulars here. Got 3 of them on here that I took off. I had to replace that one. I couldn't get the shaft out of the old one, and plus the I guess input side of it had you could wiggle it, so I think the seal was out of it. So I changed that one and put in all new shafts in this end of it, and then I'll have I think one old one on the end. So other than that, gone together pretty good. I'm just hand tightening these for now, and then I'll come back with the breaker bar and put some more on them. I'm not sure what the torque specs are on these, nor can I find them, so we're just gonna give them a good snugging, so hopefully don't have any issues with that. But then we also got a lot of these hold downs to fix. They're starting to crack. Yeah, like this one here, you can see it started to break. So once those crack all the way, you lose your knives. So got a bunch of those to change as well, and other than that, change a bunch of knives. So hopefully we get this done here tonight. I don't know what time it is, but yeah, that took a while to get that. I was trying to get the shaft out and couldn't it, so I just figured we'll just put a new one in it and run it. So we'll keep going here and hopefully get this finished up. Well, it's been a while since I filmed anything. Last it was doing the mower and got all that fixed, and then we mowed be about I think around 30 acres of hay and got all that stuff round baled up. We had what was it, about a day or two of rain coming, so we were trying to hurry up, get everything done. And we did get everything baled up and brought home. We didn't get everything quite put in the shed like we wanted to, but we got a little over 2 inches of rain, so definitely needed that. So not complaining, but just been doing a few odds and ends here and there and stuff like that. But now it's Sunday, it's during milking right now, but I am going to get working on this 1066 finally. We're doing all new injectors and pulling the pump off, getting everything sent off and worked on. The injection pump, we're just thinking, is dumping fuel into the oil. There's a gasket, I can't remember exactly where it's at, but it dumps the fuel into the oil. So we're doing injectors because it runs kind of rough, and the pump, we're just gonna send it all off, get it fixed, because we gotta get the gasket changed anyways. Because show you guys, you can see how full it is. So and it's pretty water or diluted from the fuel. So I power washed this up quite a while ago. Haven't had time to work on it, but finally getting around to it. So we're gonna get working on it. I'm gonna pull this bracket off so I can get to all the injectors, and I've never done injectors or pump on this kind of tractor, so we'll learn as we go. But injector is pretty easy. You got see here, can't really see with the lighting, but there you go. There's a hold down bracket with that bolt. Pop those off and take this fuel line off. Then there's rubber hose behind that, take them off, and then you just pop that injector out. So doing all 6 of them, pretty straightforward there. The pump, same thing, take off all these lines, linkage, other lines, and then you got a bolt here and right there, take them off. That pump should come right off. So yeah, then to put it back in, got to time it. There's a inspection plate on the other side. You got to set everything, then line that up. So that'll be later, but for right now, since it's Sunday, I want to pull this all off and get this sent in Monday to get worked on. So that's kind of the plan for today. So gonna hopefully get this all done. Shouldn't take too terribly long. It's just a lot of lines to get loose and all that. So got the bench, we'll put some paper towels down, put everything on. So we'll get going here. We'll pull some stuff off and start pulling injectors. Well, got all the injectors out besides this one. Gonna get a slide hammer and put over the top so I can hopefully get that out, but all the rest of them came out pretty easily. I'll show you here shortly how I got them, but got all the pump just about ready to come off. I'm gonna get it in timed and then pull it off, so I need another person here to line everything up. But over here for the injectors, you can see how nasty those nozzle tips are. So definitely time to change them. But the got, I don't know if you can, yeah, right there's got that little slot in it, and you just slide a wrench. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Slide a wrench over like that. You can twist them a little bit, break them loose, and pull them out. But that one, I cannot get it, so I'm gonna get a slide hammer, and then you thread it over where the fuel line goes, and then pull up a couple times. They usually come out. So hopefully get that tomorrow, and then be able to pull that out. And then over here is where you time it. There's an inspection plate here, flywheels in there, and there's a what pointer, I guess, or whatever on here, and you line it up at 18 degrees. So I'm gonna do that, but like I said, need another guy here, and I'll turn over the engine and then line that up. So but that's that. All these lines are loose on here. I just got to take the linkage off, which is just cotter pin. Pull that off, and then I got the bolts loose, and I think I'm not, because I'll have to go over it again, but I'm not sure if that comes out yet or not. But yeah, like I said, kind of learning as I'm going here, and so far haven't had an issue. So hopefully get this out of here tomorrow. I'm hoping to get the injector out and send off the injectors and the pump. So that's that, and hopefully it don't take too long to get it back and get this tractor back going. So that's that. But yeah, I gonna quit for tonight. It's about 8 o'clock, so gonna head on in, but I'll get you guys back out later. Well, I haven't filmed anything in a few days, but managed to get the pump and all the injectors out. I had one stuck in there, had to get a slide hammer from a international mechanic. That's what this is, and you thread it over the injector, and then you slide it up and hit it a couple times and came out, but got all the injectors in at the shop, got all the hold downs. I'm getting new hoses because I don't know how well camera picks them up, but they're cracked up, so getting new ones of those, getting the new boots that go over the top of the injectors, and then they're redoing the pump. Gonna go through that completely, so this should be ready to go once get it back, but I gotta get some parts ordered. I gotta get a parts list real quick, figure out what we need there and get that coming. So that's that. And then today's project, the last couple of days been doing some dirt work for a guy, and it rained, so getting some free time here to do some shop projects, because before you know it, we'll be out in the field. So got the MacDon Draper head here. It's an FD70. We bought this last year, I guess, early in the year. I think that was February time, but we used it last year, and we bought it used, of course. It's a 2012 model, so it's pretty old, but it's new for us. But this skid or plate here, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can barely see it. There's a little slit in it. This plate's wore out. We got a new one here. We went to the dealer that we bought this from. They put on a demonstration, I guess, on these MacDon heads. We went last year as well, but they show how to work on them and show the new stuff and all that good stuff. And we had they do breakdowns and stuff, and if you have questions you can ask them how to work on them and everything in between. Well, we were looking at this and we're not too sure how it came out of here, and we talked to the guy, and sounds like all you gotta do is, this is adapter plate to go on the combine. Well, you just gotta undo the bolts down here and on that side, and then this thing will swing out some because this plate's got a lip on it. And he said that you just gotta pop that out, and he said just to cut it in half, and then you can just pull it right out. And then the new one, you just slide it in from the front. He said 30 minutes he can get it done, but he's worked on a few, so he knows what he's doing, but we don't. So hopefully get it done in a couple hours anyways. But that's today's project. Gotta get working on that, because I gotta do a couple other adjustments as well, like these hold downs. You can, that one's pretty tight, but yeah, like that. You're supposed to have, I can't remember what's the tolerance in between there is, but gotta go through this, adjust them all, and just go over this thing, make sure it's ready to go. So it was working when we put it away, but you always want to go over everything. We got a couple parts here. We got a skid plate, one of them are wore through, and then we got these I guess yeah, just a bushing. They go in for the wings, because this thing is I guess like a 3-piece head is what you got a right wing, left wing, and then the center, and up at the top they got a pivot point and the bushing shot. So we're gonna replace those as well, and it should be good to go then. So yeah, but that's the project for today. So I'm gonna get some tools and see what we all need to do, and see if we can get that plate changed. Got the old piece out, had to cut it out, but gotta clean this out now. Got the shop vac here. We'll get this cleaned, and now you should be able to slide in from the top, slide it down, get her in there. So we'll get this cleaned up and get it put back in here. So yesterday I didn't get this finished up like I wanted to, but I did get it all cleaned out yesterday night, and then I had some other stuff come up, so I didn't get this finished. But today I got this in this morning, and now I'm back working on it again. But I got the 2 front bolts in, and everything slid in nicely, and it's all in like it should be. So now I'm gonna bolt this adapter plate back on. I gotta raise these up a little bit to get them lined up, and then bolt the 2 bolts on each side up at the top, get them bolted up. Then we'll take the come along and ratchet strap off the auger, that way that can sit down, and then this will be done. It's not too bad of a job. The worst part was getting that old piece out. I think the main problem was it was warped, and it just didn't want to bend like I wanted it to, because you had to kind of bring it up and then tip it up and down, and it just, yeah, wasn't too fun. But got that done, so we'll just get this bolted up, and that'll be done. And then I got to change these pieces here. They are like an eye bolt with a rubber bushing. They go right there. You can see the rubber bushing inside came out. This side was drooping a lot more, and that's cause of that. So that one's getting changed. I don't think the other one's bad, but I got one, so I will take a look at it and see. And then we got to change a skid plate on the front, but one of the poly skid plates, one of them white ones there, I think it's this one that's bad, but I got to pick it off the head. It's only 4 bolt, I think it's 4 bolts. Yeah, 4 bolts, and that comes off, so not too concerned about that. Right now, we'll get it, when we put it on the combine, we'll lift it up and see, but other than that, I just gotta grease it and do regular maintenance to it, so this will be done. But yeah, so we'll get this finished up here real quick, and then start tearing apart that and see how far we get. Today's Monday, and didn't film anything this weekend as we had some parties to go to my nephew and niece had birthday parties, so kind of took it easy this weekend and did that stuff. And now it's Monday, so we're back at it, and I'm in the tractor and baler. We are going to bale up some of this straw. It's got rained on a handful of times, so it's not bright at all. It's pretty dull looking straw, but we're gonna use some for bedding, and then going to sell some to like concrete guys that cover it up in the winter, and grass seed and stuff like that. It really don't matter what it looks like, and they don't care. So we didn't get to it like we wanted to. We had hay that we wanted to get baled up and all that kind of stuff, so we baled enough to where we got enough for our regular customers and stuff like that. So this is just doing extra, and hopefully we can sell it. If not, like I said, we'll just use it for bedding. It's no big deal. But I'll take you guys out here and take a look at it. You can see it's awfully brown. There's a frog. But yeah, underneath it's not too bad. Still got some yellow to it, but it's not pretty. But it don't matter, because like I said, it's not for decorations or nothing like that, and bedding, stuff like that, works pretty good for. So got well, we got a lot here to bale, but we're gonna do probably a couple thousand bales at most, so that's what we're doing. But yeah, we're just right behind the farm here, so gonna do well, I guess see how many bales I can get baled up today, and we'll go from there. So we'll get going here and get some straw baled. Well, I got 963 bales baled up today, and they don't look too bad. It's mainly just the top layers got the dark color to it, and they got, you can see like through it, it's got some bright stuff in it, but some bales are better than others and so forth, but not bad. Like I said, it's not doesn't have to be the prettiest of stuff, so I'm not too concerned about it. But we got I think we're gonna do around 15 to 2,000 bales and go from there on it, because kind of running out of room. So that's kind of what got room for, so that's what we're gonna do for now. But if we get somebody that wants some, we'll probably bale up some more, so we'll see how things go. But I got quite a few rows done here. It's quite a bit lighter because it got rained on, so it kind of shrinks it up and it kind of breaks it down some. And as you can see, the windrows aren't any too tall anymore. It got smashed down pretty good, so, but yeah, still good stuff. It's just got too much of it this year, and we were hoping that the solar panels were gonna keep taking more straw, but they didn't, so it is what it is. But it's about, I think it's almost 3:30, or it is 3:30. I'm gonna go up and get some lunch real quick and then pick up these bales. And I got 4 wagons over there, and what I'm gonna do is fill those up and then get the semi and box trailer out here and load that up, and we'll keep that straw for bedding down the calves and stuff like that. So I'll just fill that up, what I can get in it. I'm not gonna hand stack it and get it packed full, so we'll just get majority of it. But yeah, so we'll head up here and then get back out here and start picking them up. Oh, we're out in the skid loader now. Got my girlfriend driving the truck and the 2 wagons. Gonna get this stuff picked up for tonight, and there's they're a little over what we can hold, which ain't gonna hurt it any, because there's not no rain coming or anything, so it won't hurt nothing for this stuff to sit on the ground. So we're just gonna pick up these, and then hopefully tomorrow I get the semi and trailer out here. We'll load up that box trailer and get that done, and then I'll be baling some more. So we'll, like I said, we'll get around that 15 to 2,000 bales and call her quits. And I gotta still, I think there, what was there, around 1,100 bales I can fit in that shed. So we'll get that stuff filled out, probably not tomorrow but the next day, and get that, all the straw unloaded, and go from there. My uncle, he mowed down some hay today. I was figuring roughly that 75 to 100 round bales, so we'll see how that goes. And then we're gonna mow down some second cut as well, so I'll have to bale that. We'll small square bale that, so I want to get this all done before that. So that's a plan anyways. But yeah, we're just gonna get these bales picked up. It's almost 5 o'clock now, or it's right at 5 o'clock, so we'll get all this done and then see what time it is. But I'll get you guys back out when we're doing something. left out here, which I'll get those later. But for right now, gonna probably go get the trailer and semi at 6:30 now, so hoping get that changed or switched over because I got on the other trailer. So we'll go get that switched over and see what time we got, but it's gonna start getting dark here, so probably won't load any of that tonight, but we'll see. So we'll just go head up, get that switched over, and see what time it is. So yesterday, got the semi out here, and I didn't get any loaded up because it started getting dark. But there's, I think, a little over 100 bales on the ground, 110 bales. So what I'm gonna do is start loading this box trailer, and I won't be able to get it all the way full like we normally would. Hoping to get around, I don't know, 450, 500 bales. I think I should be able to get in there. Maybe not. I really don't know, because I can't get all the way high in there because the grapples will hit the roof. So I gotta see what I can get, and then we're not as wide either. So might only be able to get like 400 in there. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. But I'm gonna pick up all the bales on the ground first, and then start unloading the wagons. I got the wagons pulled up next to it here, so shouldn't take a whole lot of time, but I'm just gonna set them here and start pushing them in, and shouldn't have any problems with it, but we'll see, because never stacked them up like this. We've always done like when we do stack in there, I just put one in and push them in, while my dad, brother, and uncle are in the front stacking. So I don't know how well these are going to push in, if they're even going to push in too good. So we'll find out here. But yeah, like I said, we'll pick up the bales on the ground first, then grab them off the wagon. So we'll get going here and see what we can get done. got a little over 400 bales in there, and I took the 2 off this wagon, put on that one because my brother is gonna put some up in the hay loft up above the where we milk cows at, up in that barn, so we can only have the wagons 5 high, so that's why I took the 2 extra off there. I didn't get as many as I was hoping to in the box trailer because I couldn't push them all the way to the front. They wanted to fall over and everything, so I just got I can't remember how many rows in there now, but it was around 400 bales anyways. So I'm gonna head up to the farm, and I got a couple wagons of straw loaded up, so I'm gonna unload them to see exactly how much room I do have. I'm thinking I think I'll have enough to fill up the end shed, so I don't want to do any more because we're running out of shed room. So I gotta unload them straw wagons, see what I got. I might go bale some later, seeing if I need any more or whatnot. So we'll head up to the farm real quick and see how many wagons we have. And I think I can put around 1,100 bales in the shed, so I gotta figure out how many bales I got and go from there. So we'll head up here and see what we can do. So I have enough to fill up the shed. Got I think it was right at 1,200 bales, a little over I could put in there, and I got a little over 1,200 bales on the wagon. So we're, I think, gonna be done baling straw. I'll have to talk with my dad, but we're running out of room, so I don't know where else we'd put it. So that's that. But yeah, I got all this. I can put 3 more rows out here to fill out the shed, and we're getting what is there? I think it's 320 per row. So yeah, we're gonna see how many we can fit in here, because once I get out towards the door, it's kind of hard to get stacked in here, because that is about 2 bales width, so it's kind of hard to get those 2 over there. So we'll see, but we're gonna start unloading, so we'll get hooked up here and get the straw off the wagons. filled up. Got the dull straw off on the right there, as you can see, and the rest of it's that bright straw. But had 10 bales left over that I'll just have my brother put in the loft of the barn, and he's got the was there 170 of them out in the field. So yeah, that's that. So I think we're done with straw unless we get a big order, which I highly doubt it, but we'll see. But that's it for right now. We're gonna focus on the rest of the first cut. We got a round bale and the second cut. My uncle mowed down some second cut today, so we'll be baling that in a few days here. But I got the first cut that he mowed yesterday. That might go tomorrow. Didn't tether it today, so might not go tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. But it's milking time now, so I gotta get going, and I gotta get a round bale for the heifer. So we'll do that and call her a night.